Hey everybody, so just doing a quick video today. Today is Sunday, October the 11th, and I actually had a huge, horrific bike accident on Tuesday afternoon in Flagstaff. I almost got hit, ran off the road. Long story short, fractured a couple bones, have some plates, screws, pins. It's excruciating, but as you see, that's all I'm going to say about that. The point of the story is I just want to make sure I have videos taken so I can put this together with my next book that's going to come out in my next TED Talk, because I've experienced quite a lot since I've been in the hospital here since Wednesday, and have educated quite a lot of people as well in here. So as most of you guys know, I had cancer in 2013, renal cell carcinoma. After that, I kind of wanted to get to the root issue and figure out what really caused all of that situation to happen, right? And I went plant-based. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that in the video because this is more about this last surgery. Anyways, a lot of people are becoming educated, which is a good thing. And as most of you guys know, I've been a professional mountain biker for about 20 years. So this accident that happened, I truly believe that nothing ever is a coincidence. So I'm sure that this accident was to have another learning lesson, or maybe I'm supposed to teach somebody something else, which I have. I've already educated my doctors about Asia. Obviously, let me show you the menu. I have to show you guys something. Let me show you the menu. Switch to the other side. I'm like, where is my kale, my spinach? Where are my beans? I don't even see any beans on here. Let me show you the board real quick. Because they know I'm a vegetarian. And I was told that in order for my bones to heal quickly, I needed to eat more protein. And I'm like, oh my God. That's when I started yapping. Anyways, this is a quick video because I'm running out of battery and time and I'm exhausted. But I wanted to give everybody an update. Probably the most challenging thing that I'm experiencing right now is trying to find food that I can heal quickly with. I can't have anything brought in here, so I can't have any of my holistic things brought in here, like my colloidal silver or my baking soda. I asked them if they had baking soda in their refrigerator. She's like, no, and I'm like, you don't have baking soda in your refrigerator? She goes, no. Why do you need baking soda? I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I said, because I'm alkaline. She goes, well, do you want some apple cider vinegar? I'm like, oh God, education. I'm like, can I talk to you for a second? I have a TED Talk. I had renal cell carcinoma. I was given a year to live. I went completely plant-based. Make sure my pH stays kind of alkaline. Removed all heavy metals. Removed my breast implants, removed my fillings, removed metal in my everywhere I have. Got rid of everything I possibly could, because I also had something called Asia. And she goes, well, what is that? I said, so then I started educating about autoimmunity induced by silicone adjuvants. Anyways, the point of the story is I'm going to try and do a couple more videos as I can. Obviously, I'm in a lot of pain, but now I have metal back in my body. Plates, screws, pins. Down in through here, there's plates here, here, and pins. That's green flash. That was my bike. That's actually how I got hit on the accident. And then you see on the board it says that I'm vegan up there, right? The point of the story is I told my doctor today that I want to have all of that metal out in 1 year because I'm working with Dr. Joe Dispenza. And he goes, well, who's that? I'm like, he's one of my mentors. What does he do? He helps people change their DNA. All of this pain we're feeling, all of these emotions, everything that we're feeling right now is from our environment, right? Our environment, and from our upbringing. And it's patterns of our brain that have been pre-wired to feel these feelings, to think these things, to understand these things. That didn't go very well, but I'm going to do it anyways, because I have been working with Dr. Joe for the last year, and then since this bike accident, even more so, because I don't know if you guys know, he had a horrific bike accident in 1986. Definitely was in worse shape than I was. And power of the mind is a huge thing, and I don't want any more metal. But getting back to the point of the story is I just want to do an update with everybody to let everybody know I'm doing okay. There's some challenges that I'm experiencing at this point. I didn't have insurance actually when this situation happened because of this whole pandemic. I lost my job. A lot of you guys know I do hair for cancer patients. That's what I do. So I lost all of that, which then in turn lose your income, lose your home. So I don't really have a home where I'm living. And I lost my health insurance because who can pay $850 for health insurance when you don't have an income, because they planned some bullshit to shut down small businesses, which is what I was for like 30 years. So people ask me about my bike over there, and then I go like this again. Here we are as more assumptions. They're like, you don't have a home, you're homeless, but you live in Phoenix and you're in Flagstaff. I said, yeah, I'm not sure what's so hard to figure out. What's the point? What do you want to ask? I said, I've had my bike for 10 years. I've been a pro mountain biker for a really long time. I was coming up here actually on Tuesday to look for a job because I was going to work for a company where I could find insurance. And in deciding that, I usually come up here to ride my bicycle because Phoenix is crazy and I didn't want to get hit on my bike in Phoenix. So I come to Flag like I do all the time for the last decade. It's called Urban Trails. It's a big trail in the mountain. Generally, I ride like 40 miles or 50. So I'm trying to educate everyone in here. I'm like, oh, God. Does no one know anything? Then I had to mention something else that they were like, what? I said, Trump's a light worker. And they're like, what? I go, a light worker. I'm like, this is all planned. This is a war between good versus evil. I go, no, it doesn't work. I'm not wearing it. I can't breathe. I've already cured myself with no help from anyone but myself and my mind. And they're like, what? I'm like, I already had renal cell carcinoma, right? No chemo, no radiation, no medication. I agreed to have the kidney removed at that time 7 years ago because they didn't know what I know now. Had I known what I know then, I probably could have saved that too, because there was ways to shrink tumors. I just didn't have the knowledge back then that I have now. And then I told them, before that, I've had a couple knee surgeries. So this guy here, right here, I had meniscus, bucket tear, ACL, patella tendon release, had some other surgeries down in this area and down in here that you can't see, right? And I said, so now I'm going, root issue of dis-ease. And they go, well, we don't understand what you're talking about. I'm like, everybody in this fucking hospital that's wearing these masks is going to get sicker because this has more of the heavy metals and the plastics that I don't want. These are being made with PSA, particles of silicone adjuvants. That's all I said. I'm not wearing it. I can't breathe. Anyways, at the end of the story, of course, you guys know I have a TED Talk out, and I'm telling everybody, it's called A Toxic Tale for the Follically Challenged. I was given a year to live 7 years ago. I changed my lifestyle first. Went completely plant-based. 2 years later, I was sick again, so the cancer still wasn't gone. But yet I was plant-based, and I still do my biking, and I'm still trying to change the DNA patterning in my brain, right? So guess what? Found out then again, I had breast implants. What does that relate to all of this bullshit? Well, breast implants have 36 plus metals, chemicals, toxins, silicone, formaldehyde. There's a whole list. I have a group that you guys can join, and I'll tell you all about that. That caused Asia. What is Asia? Autoimmunity induced by silicone adjuvants. Fuck. It's all the same shit show. So I removed the breast implants, removed all of this stuff, and then here we are again. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? So, again, my TED Talk. Everyone, please watch this. A toxic tale for the follically challenged. It's about my own cancer diagnosis of renal cell carcinoma that was not in my DNA. It was not genetically predispositioned. It was not caused by drinking or smoking or my diet, because I never did any of those things before I got cancer. And also, if it was in my genetics only play 20% in your ability to not have that same issue, because it's wired in your brain, right, in your DNA. So I removed the implants, went vegan. This bike thing that just happened, I know, is not a coincidence. It's another lesson. I have no idea what the lesson is yet. I'm going to work on that with my mentors, Bruce Lipton and Dr. Joe and Eon in the group, Dr. Robert Young, all of them. We're all on the same path. Mind, body, soul, pH, alkaline. We have to have everything to complete transformation into the next subconscious level, which is our collective dimensional soul, right? Collective dimension, to move to the next dimension. And when I was talking about getting to the root issue of disease, I did everything. Went vegetarian, changed my pH, removed the implants, but something still wasn't missing, and that's what the point of the story was. The last part of my healing was trying to get to the brain and get this DNA to reprogram itself so it wouldn't go back to those same things that I was thinking back when I had the last bike crashes or I had the last surgery, right? So I believe here today, I really believe this. And I said to you guys before, Trump is a light worker. He's not a Democrat or a Republican. I don't even give a shit about that anymore because it's all the same shit. Left wing, right wing, same bird, right? But we know that he is here for a reason. He wasn't supposed to be the president. He's a light worker for us to get this evil shit that we're seeing all around the world, for people to wake up and figure this shit out and get into their brains and reprogram, because media has been doing so much programming. And I posted something the other day about the social dilemma, the great hack, ancient history, right? These are documentaries from hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Social dilemma is from the media's own people who work there. We have been programmed for decades up here in our brains to do what they want us to do. And unfortunately, it's not the right thing, because it's a war between evil versus good. I pronounce this wrong a lot. The Anunnaki, the original creators of where we're from, up there above in the sky people, proven facts. Start watching some of the documentaries that I'm going to add on to this video. Lots of information out there. When you really want to know and seek the truth, and you're a messenger, I feel as though now with this accident that I'm again another messenger to educate all of them in here about the real root issue of disease. This ain't about this. I'm so sick of this. I'm sick and tired of listening to that. So I believe the message for me to you guys, and to let everybody know that I'm okay and I'm alive, thank God. I'm not going to tell you guys. It happened so quickly. I should be dead. I would have been dead had I not jumped the curb with my quick motor skills, because I ran smack into a metal pole. My bike was not affected at all. I've been mountain biking for 15, 20 years. I taught spin for 15. I did a lot of stunt work back in the day in Hollywood. Everybody knows I've done a lot of things. I'm pretty physically active. I'm 52. I know now today that I'm here for a purpose, and that purpose is to continue to send the message, because right now while I'm not working, I can't do anything but send more messages and hope that I can wake up more people. And today I did. My physical therapist and my orthopedic surgeon believe what I'm saying. They've watched my TED Talk. I've actually sent them to our groups, all the groups, I Cure Cancer, Medically Challenged Community. I've sent them to my charity Superheroes. I've given them Dr. Robert Young's info, Dr. Cartfield's info. He's another holistic cancer doc in Idaho. My mentor is Bruce Lipton, Joe Dispenza. There's a million people out there that I can't remember right now. But I finally got a kale smoothie today because I had to tell one of the PTs I'm never eating meat. Cows eat grass. Cow is the middleman, injected with more adjuvants. They're like, yeah, you're right. I even made friends yesterday with about 4 vegans. So there's about 4 or 5 vegans here because I'm in Flagstaff. It's a little bit different than a lot of other places. Like it's more hippie. This is like a hippie town, okay? But they said we can't really bring that stuff in here. We'll get in trouble. No shit. So I'm in this bed in this hospital. I'm in trauma. I'm actually going to try and create something here. I'm going to try and make something and try and get a patent on it. And I can't tell you guys about it right now, but it's going to help people that are in here because I'm going to do this. And I just am ending this video because I'm exhausted and I have to sleep. But that I'm doing okay. And I just need everyone to continue to pray and send light and love, because right now my main concern isn't my healing. I know I can heal myself because I'm Wonder Woman, and I'm going to use my mind and my food and my body, right? Because I know what I can do. I've done this before. I just need some healing energy vibes for the insurance, because there's no way I can pay for this. There's no way. Physical therapy is about 8 months. You can't do that. So I'm asking you all today to send some superpowers to make sure that I get approved for my state access while I'm here, and that I'm doing what I can, as I said I would, for everybody that's watching this and everyone that knows who I am and knows what I've been doing with my activism and my advocacies. Please check out medicallychallenged.community. That's my huge directory, trying to educate more doctors, medical professionals. Superheroes, that's my charity. I'm trying to get more people to come on board there and become their own superhero, right? Because I lost my hair. And my TED Talk, a toxic tale for the follically challenged. It all makes sense if you watch the video. So please send love and light that I get accepted for this insurance. And I can continue to go on my journey and continue to help more people, continue to spread the knowledge, and continue to educate every one of you to become your own superhero. Wonder Woman cross. Love you. Peace. No mask. In the room. There's my bike. There's my other stuff. I'm getting ready to check out, but haven't worn a mask for the whole 12 days that I've been here in the hospital. Like that. Power to the people.